check, 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 check.
Get that phone number up.
Yeah, I was like, oh, do we 10?
All right, y'all, welcome back to the show. If you're just now joining us, you're watching Zeitgeist Live. This is a weekly live public access TV show produced out of Austin, Texas, Channel Austin Studios. You're with the roundtable discussion now. Today's roundtable discussion, joining us is Mr. Eric Summers, official crew member.
Present.
Cheyenne Heyoka, visiting
From far
cosmonaut
away. Far
from
away.
a galaxy far, far away. Okay.
Cosmonaut.
Cosmonaut. And of course, Brother Chad Fisher.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, so today's discussion is going to be, for me, my car went to the shop. It broke down on me. And so in moments like these, often I'll just go, wow, this just wouldn't even exist if we were in a resource-based economy.
Mm-hmm.
These problems, these inconveniences just wouldn't exist. And so today's roundtable discussion is dedicated to the bullshit that will not exist anymore once we're in a resource-based economy. Yeah. You know, there's a lot of things. It's like,
I dream about frequently is the day that we all get to go outside and start chopping down power lines, chopping down telephone poles, dude. Because that day is going to happen, man. Yeah. We're all going to be wireless. And that shit is like blanketing our country, you know? Just all across, just wires everywhere. And that is all just going to get torn down, man. And it's, I know, man. Isn't that great? Yeah, I think about that a lot.
All the art projects that are going to come from like old power cables.
Yeah, dude. The sculptures that we make out of all that.
Huge too. The amount of copper that's inside of that.
Yeah.
That will be shared back.
Yeah, got to recycle it, of course.
You recycle the resources.
So Tyson, though, if your car would have been working, we wouldn't have had that lovely 4-hour experience because I'm your resources.
Oh no, yeah, make no doubt about it. I was like, I'm turning like lemons into lemonade here.
Yeah, for sure.
That's how I work, though. It's like, you know, there's a resource-based economy would get rid of a lot of the problems and issues that we have today, but getting the proper, my mic's not on either. All right, we're sharing a mic now. Sorry, you guys. One of the things is you know, this is kind of like a side topic, but to be able to not be too negatively affected whenever shit comes your way, you know, you can kind of like, yes, you may find yourself in a pile of shit, but you have the capacity to determine how that shit smells. It could smell like roses. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, it's beautiful weather now in Austin right now, so I'm going to be on my bike for a week, and I'm really looking forward to it. Yep. You know? Yeah, that's, exactly. You know, it's not really what we're talking about here, but yeah. So, you know, one of the things that I'm looking forward to is being able to relate to people on an even playing field right now. Right? You know, right now when you almost have to surround yourself with people that are also in your same economic bracket. Because if you don't, it's like one person wants to go out and eat some food that's expensive and, you know, I can't go with you, but I don't want to feel like, you know, I'm leeching off you, and I don't want you to feel like then you've got to pay for me, and it creates all these weird relationship dynamics. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, that I can't stand, you know? Yeah. You know, so I'm looking forward to everybody having equal access to everything, to where none of that BS is there anymore, and you can just be real all the time with each other. And so no more subtle manipulations based off of the money game, you know, based off, well, I don't really have this, so maybe if I act extra nice and do something extra special for you, this person will then reward me with some type of, you know, gift or, you know, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of the subtle manipulations will go away as well. Like women choosing men based off of their earning power.
Ferraris.
You know, things like this. But yeah.
Yeah, the one thing I'm looking forward to that I would look most forward to in a resource-based economy is probably just no more patriotism. Yeah. Like this fake-ass patriotism and stuff, man. All these people just like gun-ho. Yeah. For real. Like just all these dumbass buttons I see all the time, and people like, I'm more patriotic than you, and it's like, it's not a contest, motherfucker. Okay, we get it. You know what I mean? And it's like it's just so generic and just barbaric to think. And uncivilized is just like draw imaginary lines and then pledge allegiance to these imaginary lines that really don't even exist. You know what I mean? And it's just, I don't know. We're just not evolving. I was having this conversation with one of my friends today, and he and I were talking about how we're just not evolving. You can say what you want. You can say, oh, well, you know, you hear people say like, when you talk about war and everything like that, they're like, well, what about World War II? What about Pearl Harbor and all this other dumb shit? You know what I mean? As if like one war justifies all of the other wars that we've been in. But it's just ridiculous. You know, I think you can say what you want, but we're not evolving anymore. We're devolving. People think that like, oh, we got, what's that?
Speak for yourself.
Well, that's true, but I'm saying as a species. But people think that like once we got opposable thumbs, and we're just done. Like no more evolving now. No, we can always constantly evolve, you know. And maybe we can start to answer some of these questions that we have that no one knows the answers to. Like you know, what are we doing here, and you know, what the hell are the stars, and where we come from, you know, instead of dealing with this silliness. You know what I mean? It's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
In my 2 cents.
So if anybody out there viewing would like to also, like to chime in and give their 2 cents, you can call into the show. The phone number is 512-472-2255. Wow, that's 512-472-2255.
So Chad, what you're saying is like, are we really evolved to where once we had a city in place where everything was functioning, can we actually live with each other? Because I noticed that like we're stressed out because of money, but yet we can't live with each other. Isn't that a direct function of money always? We'd like to think it is, but we've never even experienced whether that is the root cause of it. It's kind of like we're still questioning that. And so until my circle of friends can share their resources and experience a resource-based economy in there, it's hard to have faith in my world. But I just, you know, you got to go through the motions and do what feels right to you. And of course, like not being a part of that mechanism that's oppressing your friends and your life and everything is the first step.
It's like Burning Man, okay? I use Burning Man as an example all the time with this. So when you're talking about your friends, let's say the whole Burning Man tribe are your friends. At Burning Man, there is an artificially created abundance. Everybody brings more than they need, to where there's a lot of sharing and gifting going on, and it's really beautiful, you know? So for that moment, it's really beautiful because there's abundance. Let's let Burning Man continue on for another week or 2 with no more resources coming in. That family friendliness is gonna change. Haggard and looking and hoarding their resources, you know. Yeah, hoarding their resources, you know. Water is a serious thing when you're out there on the desert, man. It's like you start, but my point is that when there's abundance produced, the resources can be easily provided. Yeah, need dissolves away, and the weird, you know, hoarding and, you know, just like animalistic tendencies to, you know, not share and goes away. It's like people look at kids a lot, you know. Kids always fight over the toy that they're, well,
it's the same thing.
If you were able to give that other kid the same toy,
I think about that all the time.
they wouldn't be fighting, you know.
That's exactly. And then on top of that, like we don't get any better after that. You know what I mean? Like people say, oh, they're just kids. Well, like adults do the same thing. They're maybe not as overt. Like, it's mine. You know what I mean? But essentially, they're doing the same thing. You know, and it's just sad because I think we're all better than this. You know, right. We really are. And to what you were saying is just that, like I'm sure you would agree, is just that we haven't been through this, and I know Jacques and Peter Joseph have you know, discussed this, and Douglas Millett said this a couple of weeks ago on the show. We don't know for sure because it's never been done before, you know, of course. But what we're saying is give it a chance, you know.
Right. Eric, I think it's your turn to talk.
All right. So, yeah, welcome to Zeitgeist Live. If you'd like to call in and put in your 2 cents, as they say.
And the 2 cents is a world without money.
Call in. The number is 512-472-2255. We'd love to hear from you and what you are looking forward to about a resource-based economy.
So, another thing I'm looking forward to is the end of advertising.
Man, I was about to say that too.
Yeah, man, end of advertising. And let's say like the media hype for a lot of these games that kind of play into our, I don't know, primal conditioning or something like that. MMA.
Yeah, exactly. All these wars.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff, you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
It's just.
Our daily brainwash.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I think
Bruce
there's a
Lee.
place for stuff like that. I mean, like I was having this discussion with some people on Facebook about this. Is like, I love sports personally. You know, I'm a huge basketball fan. I watch football from time to time as well. I think Doug also said he was a sports fan. There's a room for competition and stuff like that. I just think that it needs to be friendlier. It needs to be less obtrusive, less crazy, less fanatical. You know what I mean? I'm from Ohio, and you know, I mean, even at the same time, yeah, just
Aesthetically pleasing.
yeah, possibly. You know, there's just no reason for guys to get helmets on and knock each other unconscious. You know what I mean? Like, come on, this is ridiculous. Like,
Fans to get upset about it afterwards. Be like, oh, we lost.
And fight.
day is ruined.
yeah. This is how it is. I'm from Ohio, and like Ohio State football up there is like religion. Like seriously, win or lose, they turn cars over. They don't give a shit. Even if they lose, even if they win, they're gonna set something on fire. And it's just like this is so barbaric. Like, get out of here. How dumb you have to be to turn over a car after a loss. I'm so mad I'm gonna turn over a car. Like, get out of here, man. This is silly as hell.
France.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
The whole competition thing, because a resource-based economy is an economy that cooperates with each other, right? It's not based on competition, but it's based on cooperation. And so when living in a cooperative society, I think that the whole competition mentality will decrease a lot. One of the things why I could not get into the dance scene in LA or, you know, the underground dance scene is because it's competition. Everybody wants to like battle and go toe to toe.
You got served.
You got served. Yeah, it's like, why can't we just like come together and create and then present it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like and that's why street dancing took so long to really kind of come out to where more people could do it. Is because everybody was worried about their moves getting taken and then used against them in another battle.
Oh, wow.
So they never shared. Interesting, huh? We have a caller. Caller, you're live. Can you hear us?
Hello, caller.
Hello?
Hey, what's up? Can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
What's up?
What's up, my man? What's your name?
Ricky.
Hey, Ricky. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Good, Ricky. Are you, Ricky? What do you think about what we're talking about right now?
Yeah?
Do you have anything to add to it? Do you, are you familiar with the resource-based economy? So, say you take. Does money at all interfere with you having a good day or a good life?
I am. It's just like I just wanted to know what the point of high school was, what you need to exceed, and why. Why do you need to do that when you don't even want to do the career you're chosen for, you know?
Yeah, man. That's a good point.